Lie Detector 101. Learn the verbal and nonverbal signs that someone may be lying and how to catch a liar in the act. Welcome everyone. No matter who you are or what you do, understanding human psychology and behavior can help you navigate the world in a more clear-eyed way. In today's video, we'll explore the fascinating topic of deception, why it occurs, common manipulation tactics, and how to recognize signs of dishonesty. Whether you're a professional networking at work, dating online, or just trying to call out misinformation, these insights can serve you well. By learning strategies used by deceivers, and the subtle clues that betray them, you'll gain a more discerning eye. You'll safeguard yourself from being misled while also spreading more truth. We'll break down cutting-edge research on the psychology of lying, analyze real-world examples, and give you hands-on practice spotting falsehoods. My goal is to provide knowledge that empowers your intuition and helps separate fact from fiction. So whether you're a businessperson, student, or simply curious about human behavior, I hope you find this video both entertaining and informative. Segment 1. Why do people deceive? Imagine you're at a party, chatting with some new acquaintances. Everyone seems friendly, a little too friendly. Before long, you notice subtle cues that don't quite add up between what people are saying and their body language. It dawns on you, someone here isn't being completely truthful. But why? What motivates this deception? To understand that better, I'd like to tell you about a famous psychology study from the 1950s. Researchers recruited college students and offered them cash rewards for shocking their peers, unbeknownst to the peers. Disturbingly, many students willingly complied, even when the peers pleaded to stop. This infamous Milgram experiment revealed how the desire to please authorities can override empathy. It demonstrated how small lies can escalate when incentivized by something as simple as money or social approval. On a broader level, it showed us that deception is deeply ingrained in human nature, driven by basic impulses for reward, status and avoidance of punishment. Fast forward to today, the rewards and pressures may look different, but the underlying psychology remains. Whether it's gaining an advantage in a business deal, seeking attention on social media, or just avoiding an awkward conversation, people continue deceiving each other in myriad ways, big and small. The takeaway: we all have the potential to bend the truth when motivated by our natural human instincts. But by understanding those instincts better, we can recognize deception in ourselves before it starts, and in others once it does. Knowledge is power, so let's dig deeper into how lies are crafted and spread. Segment 2. Common manipulation tactics. Imagine you're at a marketing conference, eagerly listening to the featured speaker, a renowned expert in the art of persuasion. Deception is like any other skill, they begin. It must be practiced and perfected. But with the right techniques, you can manipulate minds without people ever knowing. A chill runs down your spine as the speaker launches into specific strategies. Selective truth is one of my favorites. You simply highlight the facts that support your viewpoint while glossing over anything contradictory. They give an example of a politician emphasizing job growth statistics but ignoring wage stagnation. Distraction is another powerful tool. When facing difficult questions, divert attention elsewhere before people realize you never answered. Flattery also primes the brain to be more suggestible. The speaker smoothly compliments the audience. You catch yourself feeling charmed despite your skepticism. Omission lets your audience fill in the blanks themselves, usually to your benefit rather than theirs. And nothing spreads a lie like repetition. The more it's echoed, the truer it sounds. You notice unease in your fellow attendees' faces. Is no one going to challenge these tactics? As the speech wraps up, the speaker's final words linger heavy. Deception may be in our nature, but that doesn't mean we must accept it without question. Stay vigilant, and you hold the power to see through manipulations and spread truth instead. The message sticks with you that there are always alternatives to lying, if we have the courage to choose them. Knowledge is the first step towards that choice. Segment 3. Signs of deception. This is the meat of it. How to spot a lie. I'll cover body language cues, verbal indicators, inconsistencies in stories and changes in emotional expression or eye contact. We'll do some role plays so you can practice observation. Don't be fooled. Imagine this. You're at a networking event, chatting with a charming new contact. Everything seems above board, until you notice their eyes darting around nervously when answering questions. Your intuition tingles. Is this person hiding something? You recall the signs the speaker outlined. First, pay attention to micro-expressions, fleeting emotions betrayed by muscle twitches around the eyes or mouth. Then focus on inconsistencies. As your contact tells their career story, a few details don't line up with what they said earlier. But you don't want to accuse without cause. So you subtly shift the conversation to get a read on their verbal and nonverbal responses. Their language suddenly becomes vaguer when addressing a sensitive topic. Their hands fidget and they break eye contact, looking anywhere but at you. Alone with your thoughts, you replay the interaction. Their story had logical gaps, emotion didn't match content, and physical cues signaled discomfort. It's time to dig deeper. Later, an online search reveals inconsistencies between their claims and public records. The next time you see them at an event, you watch from afar instead of engaging. Sure enough, another contact points out inaccuracies in what that person told him too. You feel relieved to trust your intuition. It saved you from being misled. Now when you network, you approach each conversation with an open but analytical mind. Always listen for what isn't said. Watch for signs of inner conflict, and fact-check claims later. Knowledge is power, and you've leveled up your ability to see through deception. Conclusion. In closing, always remember deception is a natural human instinct driven by basic desires we all share. The best defense is to remain thoughtful, skeptical and informed. Use what you learned today to analyze situations more objectively and sharpen your intuition. Protect yourself and spread truth. That's the name of the game. As we wrap up our discussion on the fascinating topic of deception, I want to leave you with one final thought. While lying may come naturally to humans as a survival mechanism, that doesn't mean we can't rise above our baser instincts when needed. With awareness, practice and compassion for others, we hold the power to choose truth and integrity instead. Let's revisit a key lesson. Deception stems from basic desires within all of us, like gaining approval or avoiding punishment. But when we understand those universal human drives, it becomes easier to separate intentions from actions. We can give each other the benefit of the doubt, while still maintaining a discerning eye. I hope the insights shared today on manipulation tactics, psychological factors and signs of dishonesty serve you well as you continue navigating the complex social world. Please remember that knowledge is just the beginning. It's what you do with it that counts. So keep practicing your observation skills, think critically about different viewpoints, and above all, spread more light than heat. On that note, I'll leave you with a parting story about a time I caught someone in a lie, confronted them respectfully, and ultimately learned we all have more to gain through honesty, empathy and mutual understanding. Thank you so much for learning with me. I hope to create more thought-provoking content to help us understand each other a little bit better. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to support my work.